it out, and we were thinking, there's no cooking, you're not something cooking up there. But then we saw a couple like that that had the kind of
Okay, I don't need the thing for that.
Yeah, it has two.
Guys coming. Come on a little bit. So,
Beautiful
let
church.
me tell you a few things about these two churches. I guess you can recognize which one is the old one and the new one, right?
Yes,
Which one is the old one? The small one, exactly.
stone one.
These churches have huge history behind, because imagine that this church is built from the 13th century. So it's a very, very old church. And this church, actually it's from 13th century, the half of it, this part. And this church was built from the stones of one temple. Because this area, as I told you in the morning, if you want to go to the White Mountains, you have to pass through 4 gorges. And the one is through here. So here used to be in the ancient Greece, one town, Chania was the name. And because they had the control, if you want to go to the south or to the north of the island, you had to pass through here. So they had very strong economy because they had the entrance, they had to pay, they had their own coin. It was very, very rich area. And also they had too much water, so it was area that you can grow lots of things. And that's why also the river that starts from here have the name of this ancient town. Chania was the name of the town. Crete is the name of the river, like the name of the bridge that collapsed. Crete. And this area in the ancient Greece, they used to believe in the 12 gods. And the goddess that she protect this area, it was the goddess Aphrodite. And they had one temple under this maple tree for the goddess Aphrodite. When they changed the religion from the 12 gods to the Christianity, they used to make always the churches from the stones of the temples. And they make them to look a little bit like the temples, to be easier to convince them to change religion. So they made this church by the stones of the temple. Used to be much smaller because the population was smaller. And the churches, it was very, very important in the past, even now it's important, but in the past it was even more, because the religion here in Crete, now it's Christian Orthodox. As probably you know, because Crete is very, very strategical, the location of the village. It's in the middle of the Mediterranean, it's near to Egypt, near to Turkey, to Greece. Crete used to be independent country, became part of Greece in 1913. So we used to have lots of invaders here. We used to have the Arabs, Byzantine Empire, Venetians, Turks, Germans, and all of them, they tried to change the religion, the language. That's why also our dialect is very different. Because from all these different nationalities, we adapt some words, some traditions, some foods. The Venetians, for example, that was here, the most of the monasteries that we have now, it's built from the Venetians. Used to be Catholics. Wasn't very violent. The worst, it was the Turks. The Turks, they changed the religion with violent way. They destroy lots of monasteries, churches. So in the past, they used to build churches smaller. They make them to look like house, or they make them inside of the houses to protect them. So this church, it was destroyed twice from the Turks, because the churches, they use them for mostly two reasons. First, because all the schools was closed. The priests, that in the past the priests, it was the people with lots of knowledge about the letters, like the teachers. They used them during the nights secretly to learn to the kids, to teach them how to read and write, so they can send letters and start the revolution if they want. And also the rebels, they used to sleep all together outside of the houses, on the mountains, on the churches. So in a case of attack during the night, to have some time to evacuate the village. So because the Turks was informed about that, they came here and they burned the church once, but the locals, they rebuilt the church again. And after a few years, they came again and they catch rebels inside, and they burned the church with the rebels inside. Yes, so the rest of the locals, they rebuild the church and they keep the one side of the church burned, just to remember to the new generations what happened there. Some years later, many years later, in 1950, because the population of the village was bigger and wasn't enough, this church, they extend this right part of the church. They made it a little bit bigger. And a few years ago, because the church was ready to collapse, the roof, they renovate the whole church. That's why now you see new roof. And they renovate the whole church, new doors, everything. And now it's not burned anymore inside, but have huge history. And also in 1972, here this church used to be also cemetery in the past. Here used to be the cemetery. But what happened? They had a priest here in 1972, that this priest, he saw in his dreams that the Montana came and told him, I want you to build one church dedicated to me at this point. So he wake up in the morning, he went to the coffee shop, and he said to the locals that Montana, Virgin Mary came on my dreams and told me that we have to build one church for here at this point. And all the locals, they said, we have so much space back there. Let's make the church there so we don't have to destroy the graves that was there, the cemetery. So the second night, again he saw in his dreams Montana, no, I want you to build it at this point. So they destroy all the graves and they make a new church in the beginning of the village that we can see from here, behind this hill, that they made there at the cemetery. And they made this church, they made it only from donations, from the locals, from other areas, from locals that they left abroad in other countries. And the whole church is it's built only from donations.
Wow.
Yes, also inside, all the paintings is from donations from these different families.
When was it?
1972, they finished. They started in 1969, but they finished, yes. Yes.
That's quite an accomplishment for a
Yes.
for a village. Yeah.
Also, if you can see, looks totally different than the old one, right? Because in the past they used to make small churches that they used to look like houses, so it was easier to hide them from the Turks. And now
That's awesome. With the bells too. You see them? You see them, Martha? The little bells on them too.
Goat droppings all over.
Ah, here is your lunch.
We're gonna catch it ourselves.
So raw.
Wow. What a
You
view.
have to catch your lunch.
That's a view. This is going to be really cool on the VR headset. Just beautiful.
Very nice.
Also back there is nice the view because you are in the edge
Oh yes.
of the hill. Do you know the name of this plant?
That's oleander.
Bravo, oleander. This one,
Poisonous too,
exactly, poisonous.
the leaves.
That's why they use it on the highway here in Crete. To keep away from the highway, the animals.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just beautiful. So Chania is off to the right down that way?
You will tell me, where's Chania? Where's Chania? Where do you think?
I think it's straight on the other side of this mountain.
Yeah, a little bit more, yeah.
A little to the right?
Yeah.
Because I remember
There that you see
seeing
the
that.
island, but there that you see the island is the touristic area.
Oh, that's that's the island. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's beautiful. You like hang glide off of here. Minus the wire.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my, look at this.
This is how we know there's no OSHA.
Yeah.
In the U.S., there's a department, we call it OSHA,
I forget what it
in the
stands
government,
for.
Office of Safety Hazard,
Yeah.
and I don't know. But this thing would be guardrailed to the nth degree because we are so stupid. Someone's going over that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you're so stupid,
Fixing the gene pool.
and back here is the beginning of the White Mountains.
That is just so
And here's
incredibly
one here.
beautiful.
Boy, it's
That's
warm
time.
here.
Oh yes. Oh. Love the smell of thyme.
Is this one? Whoop, whoop. What's your?
Yeah, let's
And
not
why
fall.
and why OSHA is necessary.
Yeah.
Here's a nice place for divorce.
Oh, look at that. Was thinking about it. Not much further. That's a view. That is an impressive view. That's going to be really cool in a VR headset. I took pictures too.
But this one, oh, the Shephard. Yeah. But this one is not active anymore. This one is about. But it's like this. Yeah. Nowadays the things are easy.
So quiet.
Up here, huh?
Peaceful.
We were just over on that hill.
Yes, exactly. From here you can see everything. You can see the city center of Chania, that's your hotels,
Yeah.
that is straight down there. The touristic area that we pass in the morning is exactly across this island. Balos, one very famous beach, it's behind this peninsula.
Behind.
Yes.
It's not as far as elephant.
The same time, 1 hour and a half. Same time. Plus the hiking to go down.
The what?
Hiking.
Oh, yeah.
Go down. 30 minutes hiking. So it's 2 hours. This is
Be
a
in good shape to
Crete.
do it.
There is the airport of Chania.
It's stunning.
Να! Έλα, να! Did you hear any bells? No. No, they're not here.
Gorgeous.
No, they're not here.
No bears or mountain lions or things like that.
No, nothing.
So the sheep have free reign. Nice.
Only snakes. We're full of snakes.
Deadly spiders. Killer bats.
Why they're not here? And now we have the babies. They're very cute. Έλα, να! Didn't even hear the bells.
It's heavy holding this after a while.
It's on. Look out.
So let's go for room tour now. Ademitato.
Oh, but the stars look awesome at night here.
Hmm?
The stars
Probably
yeah.
very
at
bright.
night,
Oh, yeah,
gotta
those
be
are zero
gorgeous.
lights.
I wouldn't imagine there's much for mosquitoes either here.
Mosquitoes? No. Let's see where this is. So, this is the place that the father actually of this guy that we saw, and this guy some nights, they live up here during the summer. 6 months. But nowadays they don't stay up here 6 months every day, because before 10 years they opened this road, the last part. So now they're coming up here with a pickup truck, and they stay just 5 nights, 6 nights. They don't stay 6 months like in the past. In this family, because up here, only in this area, from these villages, it's 12 active mitatos only in this area. And from the 12 mitatos, only 2 of them you can visit by car. So this one, because you can visit by car, they bring with a pickup truck tank for water, they bring the fences, they bring some things. So it's luxury, let's say. Other mitatos is even more simple, because you get everything on you or on your donkey. This family here, they have approximately 450 animals. Sheep.
There,
Heard a bell.
Yeah, but I don't know where they are.
that way.
Nothing. So they have approximately 450 animals, sheep and goats. They have them free. Here they can go anywhere they want. They spray them with color because they mix with other shepherd's animals. So from far away they can recognize to who belong. And the reason that they bring them up here is because here, even during the summer, is cooler. So they don't suffer from the heat. And imagine to have 400 animals down to the city, near to the city. You have to feed them every day. Up here they have them free. They eat whatever they want, like wild. They just feed them with some corn a little bit here to attract them. But they don't have to feed them every day. So they
Nice.
save money, let's say. And for the animals it's better because they live like wild. They're not like in the big companies under one big shelter the whole day.
Yeah.
But they feed them with corn the whole day. They live like wild. But only for the summer. In the winter here is more than 1.5 meters of snow, more than 4 feet of snow. So you can live up here. Imagine that I see some photos from this building and was covered by the snow, everything.
Wow.
You couldn't see the building, the mitato. So now almost the most of the shepherds, they brought all the way down the most of the animals. This family, the most of their animals, they brought them already down. They have just few up here. So how they make their money up here from the animals? They used to make their money from the cheese, because the cheese is expensive. But now with the European Union, they don't allow them to sell the cheese on the supermarket. Because as you can imagine, up here they don't follow healthy regulations, glove and sterilized things. So they are not allowed to make and sell cheese. They're allowed just to milk the animals and sell the milk to cooperatives. And the cooperatives, they make the cheese and they sell it. But with this way they lost huge amount of money. But still they do it. So imagine to milk 400 animals, let's say the half of them, not 400. Imagine to milk 200 animals twice per day. One early in the morning and one in the evening. And as you see here, no electricity, no nothing, eh? Everything is by hands, manually. So here they have one high-tech machine and they use it to milk the animals. This one normally is up there, normally. So how they milk them? As I told you, the animals, they are free everywhere around. Every morning they are coming to feed them. Because the corn for the animals, for the sheep and the goats, is like the candies for the kids. They run. So they put some corn on these tanks. The animals gather inside here. Then he closes 2 gates. And then the female, they know the procedure. And they pass one by one. And they milk them. Because they feel pain and they want to get milked.
Right.
So they have to milk them. That's why you can't skip not even 1 day.
Right.
If you skip the milking for 1 day, then the animals stop producing milk. Or if you want to stop them from the milking, you can't stop them straight. If from twice per day, you go to once per day. After you go every 2 days. If you stop straight, they have problem after and they don't make milk again. So, they gather them here twice per day, and then imagine, have you ever tried to milk a sheep or goat? Have you ever tried?
A goat, yes.
So you
Yeah,
know
my
that
brother
it's
had
difficult.
goats.
Not like
Yeah.
the cows, for example, is very easy. The cows,
Yeah.
the sheep and the goats, they're not very easy. So imagine to be on your knees like this and milking.
Yeah.
You destroy your back, your hands, your
Yeah.
knees.
Yeah.
So they have this high-tech machine. It looks like a swing for the kids, and they lay down like this.
Oh.
Go up and here. They lay down like this,
Yeah.
so they grab the animal with the legs, and they don't have to use their muscles. They grab it and they start milking very, very fast. It's to support them. He used to have one more here for the son. I don't know why they took it from here. So they milk them like this twice per day. And this family makes also illegal cheese. Because they have the restaurant and they sell it also. But normally, no. In the past, all the shepherds, they used to make cheese because they used to stay up here 1 month, 2 months, 3 months until to go back to the village. So the only way to keep it is to make it cheese. So the most people that they have mitatos hire, they still make illegally cheese and they sell it, to friends.
How about the markets? Can you
yeah,
sell at the
like-
market?
Not
No.
officially.
No,
Yeah.
illegal, no. Like black.
Pity.
Yeah.
Black market.
They
Yeah,
need,
but-
they need to meet certain standards.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
need, they need license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the markets. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Because it's food.
Yeah.
Most states are like that. You have to have a license.
Yes.
Mm.
So these people now, they lost huge amount of money. Would you imagine that?
Those vultures
Where?
up there in the sky.
Baby. What do you say the vulture? Ah, yes.
Yeah, those are big vultures, eh?
Yeah, vulture, yes.
Yeah. They're that far up.
Where is that baby right now? Yela, na! Yela, na! Here they come. Yela, na! Here they come. If they come, you are very lucky. Yela, na!
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a baby. Yela, na! Yela, na!
I don't know how to get there.
Yela, na! Yela, na! Yela, na! Na! Let's see if they come. Na! To come a bit closer to show you, here used to be garden, but now not anymore. So this building is the new Mitato. He built this Mitato before 10 years when he opened this last part of the road. Before the old Mitato, it was back there. Ah, no, they came. Ah, nah. Here, nah. They're coming. Here, nah. Nah. They're coming, slowly, they're coming.
Do they get any profit from the wool?
No, not now. In the past, yes. Now, no. Ah, nah. Here, nah. Yeah, slowly, they will come.
It's louder.
Do they not get,
Nah.
do they not get profit because of the regulations changing, or just
From the
because
wool? No, because I don't know why. No,
just no market for it?
yeah. Because
How about the meat?
They have cheaper materials.
Ah, okay.
How about the meat? The lamb meat.
Yeah, the meat, of course, yes.
I love lamb
nah.
meat. Mm.
Here, nah. Ah.
Look at the corner there.
Yeah, I see them, but they're
You
not
see it?
coming closer.
Yeah, it's see that bush right in front of us beside the tree?
Yeah.
He's
Just chill.
like in the bush, kind of poking his head out from
Yeah,
the
probably they will come a bit closer.
It's probably like my mom told me to stay here.
It's
I'll
in the
answer you, but I'm
shade.
not coming.
yeah. Stranger danger.
So come a bit closer up here.
I don't see no corn.
You see the old Mitato.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, look at
So
that.
this one is as the previous one that we saw in the beginning of the off-road.
Yeah.
When we say Mitato, always the Mitatos, they are created from two igloo of rocks. If you open now your Google map, you will see that we are in the middle of Crete, the middle. And always they have two igloo of rocks, one looking to the north and one looking to the south. This one looking where? The open side.
That's south, isn't it?
Sure.
Southwest.
Bravo, yes. South. This is the south and this is the north. This one looks to the south because from the south are coming all the warm winds. So it's warmer inside, you can sleep inside. They have another one from the other side that are coming the cold winds from the north and they use it as a fridge to keep inside the cheese, the milk, the meat and all that. As you can imagine, now you can live inside there. So that's why they build the bigger one. Even the Mitatos that is higher, they are not anymore like this one. They make them bigger, same styling but bigger, and they add doors. So okay, you can imagine that we're in 2025. You can sleep inside this one. So he made this one, the new, not something extremely luxury to be honest, but they have two beds, few chairs, simple things.
When was this one built? Do we know
That's some big rocks there.
when
too.
that was built?
I don't know when, but it's his family is up here now, fourth generation.
Generations.
Four. I don't know when they built it, but yeah, nah. Nah. Yeah, nah. Nah. You can take a look. As you pass by, try to smell this herb. This herb, it's one endemic kind of herb that grows up only in Crete and over 1,000 meters. It's Kalokimithia is the name, and keeps away scorpions, snakes, all that.
Oh, wow.
Nah.
That smells
Strong.
good.
Strong.
It's strong, but it smells really
Smells like
good.
curry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, na, na.
Oh yeah. Now I'm hungry.
Here, na, na, na.
Mmm.
Here, na,
Does
na.
smell like curry.
This smells amazing.
Here, na, na. I'm not coming. Because he fed them already,
Yeah.
and now they're not coming.
Yeah.
Laying in the shade. Nap time.
And back here now is the place that they make the cheese.
Oh yes. After our kitchen. Is that a rabbit house? No, it's an old stove. Okay. The-
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
So come closer. Now this is the other glue, but now he also add one metal door to keep it even cooler for the milk and cheese. Now you don't have inside milk and cheese because now they don't milk the animals because now they're pregnant and they waiting for babies. So now they don't milk them. Now he milks only some goats that he have for the milking. The sheep no. Here, na, na.
What's this tree?
This tree is, let me see. Cheese up here. One is, do you know Graviera? Graviera, no, huh?
I don't think we've had it yet.
Graviera, it's one kind of cheese that is made from sheep milk and looks like you know Parmesan. Yeah, pretty much like Parmesan, pretty much. Graviera, it's traditional cheese of Crete. It's the cheese, το τυρί της τρύπας they call it, the cheese of the hole because they put it on the hole, on the cave. They boil the milk, and when the temperature of the milk rise up to 86, 87 degrees, they want to create one chemical reaction. So in the past, they used to use rennet, one piece of the stomach of the goat that contains the acid. Not anymore. Now they used white vinegar or lemon juice, or you can buy from the supermarket, not supermarket, some stores. It's like a powder that you put inside some and makes the chemical reaction, and then you see in the skin on the top like bubbles, but like foam, thick foam, and you collect that, and they have these metal baskets. They put one cheesecloth, and they put cheese, sea salt, cheese, sea salt, cheese, sea salt, and when it's full, they have another high-tech machine with a rock that they add weight. They squeeze them for 1 week, and then after 1 week, all the liquid is out, it's away. The whey actually of the cheese, of the milk. They don't waste it, they keep it and they give it dogs, pigs. It's very, very healthy, rich on protein. And the cheese then is ready. If you want, you can consume it, but it's more salty. The salt, the sea salt, they use it not only for the taste, also because it kills the bacteria. So, because they stay up here for a longer time, if you don't want to be salty so much, they put it in one barrel with water and sea salt for 1 day. So the sea salt burns the skin of the cheese and create this hard skin, and then they take it and they put it in the fridge for as long as you want. It's like the wine. If you keep it a longer time, it's mature and it's better. That's about this cheese. This is the Graviera cheese that they used to make the most of their income through this cheese. Because imagine that 1 kilo of this cheese starts from 17 euros. 17 euros if you go to the market that you went, that is very cheap. 17 euros. Otherwise, from the supermarket, 20 euro, 25. It's expensive.
Yeah.
To make 1 kilo of this cheese, 1 kilo, this is 10 kilo. To make this is 20 kilo. If you want to make 1 kilo of this cheese, that is 17 euros, you need 7 to 8 liters of milk. 7 to 8 liters of milk. Now that they are not allowed to sell it as cheese and they sell it only as milk, 1 liter of milk is 90 cents.
Oh wow.
So it's
Yeah.
like 7 euro,
Mm.
let's say. But from 7 euro to 17,
Yeah.
they lost already 10 euro already.
One double.
That's why now they try to sell also the meat. That's why they try to have also bees for honey. They try to have the herbs. They used to have lots of things now. You can afford to have just the animals only for the cheese, let's say, nowadays. And these guys, they have also the restaurant, okay. They use the cheese also there. Other families, it's even worse. But the local families, always they buy from Shepherds. Because the cheese is pure cheese.
Right.
Yeah.
It's from animals that they grow naturally.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
only
Tastes
it's
better.
not like the supermarket that they put all the chemicals inside and the
Yep.
preservatives.
Preservatives.
It's real cheese. Today you will try. Also this is expensive, and then they use it as starter in the weddings with honey and salads. But today you will not try this cheese. Today you will try mizithra. You know mizithra?
Yeah, I know.
Mizithra is another cheese, traditional, graviera. We have it around all Crete. Mizithra, all in Chania.
Nice.
Mizithra, it's a white creamy cheese, only from goat milk. You can make also from sheep milk, but it's not good. So they make it only from goat milk because have low fats. Exactly same procedure. Needs again 8 liters of milk. But you don't put it on these metal baskets. You put it on the plastic baskets, or the lady at the coffee shop. You don't have plastic baskets. You just have the cloth. Put on the cloth, and after
Hang the cloth.
yes.
Yep.
Cheesecloth.
And you leave it for 1 day and a half to take out naturally 1% of this liquid, of the humidity, of the whey. And after it's ready to consume it. Also you also add the sea salt.
Right.
And then it's ready to consume it if you want. But this cheese, because have humidity, you can't have it for a long time. You have to consume it in 1 week, otherwise
Right.
you have to throw it. But this cheese is one cheese that we use it more because we use it on if you order Cretan salad, it's coming with this cheese. Or in the most of the villages, if you order Greek salad, it's not coming with feta. Feta is from the north,
Right.
from another place, from the north. Here is mizithra. They bring it with mizithra. All the pies that we make here, spinach pie with cheese pie,
That
it's coming with this
thing,
cheese.
maybe.
We use it a lot. And this is also cheaper cheese. Starts from 10 euro. But also the goat milk is cheaper. The goat milk is not 90 cents. It's 70 cents, 65 cents, because have low fats. And when you have lower fats, means that you can make less products.
Right.
So it's lower price. But for me, it's my favorite cheese. It's amazing cheese. You will try today this cheese at the Greek salad and also at the dessert. That is some Chania, some pies with this cheese and honey.
We had that. Yes, that's what we had.
Yeah.
California.
Ate
Yes.
that
But
restaurant
it didn't.
this
We didn't
morning.
have it with cinnamon and sugar on top. It was just plain. So it was
like a
not dessert. It was
folded
savory.
pastry with the
Yes,
cheese in
yes.
it.
That
It's
is a
good.
delicious cheese.
We had the other half for breakfast.
Yes. It's very good.
It was yummy. I like cheese.
So, I don't know if you want to ask anything, or if you're hungry, I think it's time for
Lunch.
the restaurant.
This is fantastic. So the vegetables that they grow, is it really just for their His
Only
own
for him.
consumption? Okay.
Yeah, only for him
Yeah.
up here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he don't have so many for the restaurant.
Right.
He used just for him up here. But today, this summer, one of the drivers forgot to open the door because here normally were coming big groups,
Yeah.
7 cars, 10 cars,
Oh.
and one of the drivers forgot to open the door, and they eat the sheep, they ate everything.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh man.
The only thing that they didn't eat, it was inside here. You see?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But it was in the end of the season, so it was almost. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
They're like, nope, we already had our corn.
Yeah. Leave me alone. I'm napping.
No.
We're smarter than that.
Let's see him.
They came here. Here, no. 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 No, huh? I know where they are, but we have to walk.
Yeah.
There's a dead one.
Oh, yeah. There's another one over there.
Yeah, no. No. Here, no. No.
They sounded closer a second ago. Or a little bit ago.
Here, no.
Just beautiful here.
No. No. They went back. They left. They have to go way.
Yeah. There's so many little valleys and stuff they can go into here. Interesting. Ow. That hurt. Oh, thorn. never gets real cold though. You want to frost. There they are. Yeah. They don't want to move. Look at them going down that hill. This way. Shepherd.
Έλα, τι τα κάνει.
Καλά, εσύ.
Καλά, πώς πάμε νέο.
Μάμα ρε πάει τώρα όλα.
Εντάξει, ούλα. Εντάξει, τα λέμε.
Εδώ.
Γεια.
Θα το κάνω φωτογραφία. the son of but the locals they didn't rebuild it, but they still use like this. Okay.
Yeah, look at you. Your tables are sitting there.
And it's from 13th century. 13th century, like the other one. But this one really rebuilt. Just give it like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
They just blew it up.